Hi everyone, this is NelsonJM, and in this episode we are going to look at making money from the Waec, NECO, and JAM registration. As you all know, most of the activities we carry out within this country is just for us to make enough money to live comfortably, because there are people who live luxurious lives and some people who don't have to worry about money. But somebody who is going into data entry, data collection, data storage, and most of these activities, they are doing it as a side hustle or as a form of income generation thing. So most of my money doesn't come from the Waec, NECO, and JAM, because most of my money actually come from casino gambling, and it started since around 2020. I was into the Waec, NECO because I have an IT background, and I was into IT since around 2013. That should be around 12 years now. So I was into IT. Then by 2015, I properly went into the data collection business. I have been a manager in other people's cyber cafe until around 2017, when I decided to open my own cyber cafe. So building a business is actually hard, and especially while in Nigeria, getting finance for a lot of things is very difficult. So I was very fortunate because I was very good in this data entry, data collection, because of uh, the way I do my collection, reducing the error that occurs during that examination. So beating down almost everyone who was already in the business, I decided to take over the whole local government. And even until right now, even when I'm relinquishing some of the responsibilities, trying to allow other people to do the job, because I'm more like not interested in those amount for now. People like my brothers, we are about four of us. So two of my siblings are also IT inclined because they learned from me. They stayed in my shop, and even when I traveled, so they were the one handling the business. But they are not also they are not like driven to that side. So the other one is a student with Mautech in Adamawa State. The other one is a fashion designer. So all of them, they are just into tech, just getting the passive income from that. But most of my money comes from gambling, and I'm going to show you on this same channel how you can make up to 5 million naira from gambling. When I'm talking about gambling, I'm not talking about all those sport betting and things like that, because I'm somebody who, even though I like to make money, I like to make my money fast and move on. And since IT is a field where that is very possible, uh, but you must know that in IT there are advantages and there are disadvantages. Given what I know, I can do a lot of illegal things and get away with it and make a lot of money, but I don't like that. I bought my two houses in 2020. So I bought two houses in 2020 from gambling, because I I was able to convert about 600,000 naira from a client into nearly 100 million, and that was during the pandemic. So that was the time I fully went into the gambling, and it has actually been a change. I tried several times to stop the gambling, because when I don't need money, I don't even care about doing those stuff, even though I can make 5, 10, 15, 20, 200, 1 million naira in a day. But sometimes I don't go into that. So how do you make money from work? You actually make money based on the number of candidates you are handling, and each school have a particular number of students they are able to register in a year. So let's say you have a school with 100 students. Now, with a school of 100 students, what you need to do is now you are going to decide which type of registration to do for them. One, there are schools that have, let's say, a school of 100 students, they might be doing only Waec or only NECO. Now, with those schools, your earning is limited, and you can make up to like ₦1 million from that school if you concentrate on them. And if concentrating on them means you are giving them full attention, you are able to communicate informations to them. So most of these schools don't have the time to uh, go to Waec and be getting information. But if you can be able to relate those informations to them at a timely moment, you will be able to make a lot of money from them. For me now, I have only about 3 loyal clients, and those 3 clients are people who doesn't want any other person to do their registration. So I decide to take on that task to do it for them. So what do I do? First of all, I get information directly from the state office, and also if there is anything that comes up, because there are things that they even want me to do but I don't want to do it, things like sales of scratch card pin and things like that, browsing of results, those are things I can do, but sometimes I don't pay attention to those type of things. But those are things you can do and still earn extra money from the schools. Let's say you have a school of 100 students, and since Waec always provides a ready-made scratch card for the students, you can actually go in for schools that have NECO. Now you registered a school with 100 candidates. Now those schools are willing to pay you maybe ₦1,000 per student. Now 100,000, 100 students times 1,000, that is around ₦100,000 from that very school. Now this is the advantage if the school does Waec and NECO. That means you are looking at ₦200,000, and those tasks you are performing for those schools, you can do it within a day. 4 to 5 hours, you can register all those 100 students and person, and that is why this channel is available. There are some knowledges that I have been keeping away from my subscribers, but this year I'm going to share. The reason is because those information I'm keeping away, I might not be able to keep up relating it to you annually. And there are new people who come into the blog every year, every season, and things like that. So in order to make sure that the informations are up to date, I want to make sure I share all the information that is supposed to be shared, so that even if I'm not there, somebody else will be able to help. So I hope we are going to have a nice moment. And remember that as time goes on, I'll be teaching you how to make money in other ways as an IT inclined person. So, like I said, I make about ₦8 million from gambling, and specifically on Bet Niger. So I'm going to show you how I do that, and I'm going to show you with evidences. So if you see from my statements, let's say from my OP account, because that is where most of my gambling funds flow in, and then my UBA account where I deposit large amounts. If an amount is above 200,000, I deposit it into my UBA account, because I didn't upgrade my OPay deliberately, because if I upgrade my OPay, it means there are times when I will be feeling very pressed to put more money into gambling, and then because my limit is extended, would I might make some mistakes, and that is usually when I just have a lot of money and I want to waste it. Like recently, I deposited about ₦400,000 into bed Niger. I converted that 400,000 naira to 1.6 million just within 5 minutes. Then I stayed out for about 2 hours, and then I wanted, okay, let me just, before placing the withdrawal, let me just play maybe and get 10 to 20,000 naira. It's not difficult to get 10 to 20,000 naira with 1.6 million naira on bed Niger. So I ended up wasting the whole money uh, on chances and things like that, and that is because, well, network contributed, things like that, and all the like. So you are going to be learning this and a lot of other things that you can do, but the goal is, let's make the registration free, fair, and good. And then as you provide the solutions to your environment, you also need to feel entitled to what you are earning. So that is it. We are going to be making a lot of money from Waec, NECO, and maybe NAPTEP if you are going in for that and other things. But I want to focus on Waec and NECO because, for instance, Waec, I think as of yesterday, there was about 30,595 centers that are active on the database, and that's because I checked the database yesterday. So as of NECO, we have almost more than that amount of schools and things like that. But so assuming with that amount, you can just coin out 5 schools with 100 candidates, they can give you 500,000. There are schools that have up to like 500 students, and that happens in my state where the governor is the one paying for the WAEC and NECO. So assuming you have 2 schools that have 500 candidates each, or you have 5 schools that have 500 candidates each, you are looking at 2,500 students to register. Now, you can do all those things within 1 week. The knowledge I'm going to share will help you to run to that, to be able to do that within 1 week, so that you have, as you gain the knowledge, you'll be able to work faster and smarter, but uh, reduce errors as much as possible. Let it be that the error is from the students, from the school, and things like that, not from you. So as the IT, and then if an error occurs from them or from you, you should be able to solve that issue within a time frame that is achievable, and also that it will not affect anyone. And because the students are the goal, they are supposed to have a standard registration that won't affect their future. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.